Welcome. Today we are going to talk about Unit 2, the elements of painting, which consist of line, form, space, value, texture and color. In lesson 3rd, we will learn about the line, form and space. And in 4th lesson, we will tell you about value, texture and color. Lesson 3. Today, we will start about line function. This is the first element of drawing. It is an important and necessary element of painting. Objective. After going through this lesson, you will learn the meaning of line and its importance in art, kinds of line, basic line drawings, a study of basic form through line, and methods of drawing lines. Introduction. Here we will learn how lines can be created, in how many types we can draw a line and create a painting. What is line? A long, thin mark frequently made with a pencil is called line. According to geometry, line is an expression of distance between two dots. Let's see lots of dots by which we can create a line. But art lines are different from geometrical lines. We draw geometrical lines with the help of geometrical tools like scale, compass, etc. Whereas art lines are drawn by freehand without using any tools. To draw a line with pencil, ink, pen will create a different effect and expression. Here generally we have two kinds of lines, simple line and curved line. When we draw a line from one point to decided direction, that is known as simple line. And when the direction gets continuous changes, then the line is known as a curved line. Now here we are going to learn about the different lines and their respective effects. Simple line shows hardness and can also shows gravity. But in curved line, we have lots of effects and expressions like when we draw a line with little turns or slight roundness, it creates effects of aesthetical effects, liveliness and smoothness. When we draw curved line intensely, it shows power, effectiveness and activeness. A multi-curved line with less space creates depression, mental imbalance, dilemma and struggle. Lines and direction. Horizontal lines shows rest and peace. Vertical line shows power, balance, determination, honesty, truth and hardness. Conical line shows speed, fast and fight. Downward lines shows peace and surrender. Spiral lines shows rhythmic speed or rhythm in drawing. Line which comes from one center or point shows effect of concentration, power and expansion. Perspective effects with lines function. In painting, different types of lines gives different perspective effects. Line is a two-dimensional object, but the way lines are used, it can create effects of three-dimensional. To show object near, the line should draw bold and dark. To show objects in distance, the line should draw dim and thin. To show gravity and other dimension, conical lines are drawn in different ways. From line shading, we can show highlights, volume, textures, and other details. Lines and its applications. Weak lines. In drawing a line, if we don't apply equal pressure all around the line's construction, also if we are uncertain about the goal direction, then due to this dilemma, we draw a weak line. This line could be a vibrated line. Strong lines. When we draw a line with force and in decided direction, then such line appears to be strong lines. Soft lines. When a line is drawn with little curve, uneven darkness, or with burn or clear effects together, are known as soft lines. Hard lines are equal from all sides. It can be geometrical and lines with soft edges are given effects of softness. When the paper is wet and we draw a line on it that comes light and it will not clear from the end, that is soft lines. Broken line. When we draw a line on dry and uneven paper with darkness, then line edges will not come smooth. That calls broken line. Form. Now we will start learning about form, which is an important and a second element of painting. Objective. The meaning of form and its importance in art. Kinds of form. Basic form drawings. A study of basic forms. Introduction. Form is artist's way of thinking and meaning of visualization. Form refers to the shape of object as well as to the shape used in abstract designs. Lines as much do not exist in nature and are tools invented by artists to indicate form. When working from nature, we will learn to identify and present it what you see in terms of simple forms. Different types of form. Let us see. With only a small imagination, most shapes found in nature could be fitted comfortably into one of these structures like the rectangle, the cube, the circle or cylindrical, triangle and pyramid. Any objects can be seen as composed of the combinations of these basic shapes. The hand can be seen as a block, a mountain as a pyramid or a triangle. To draw accurately, however, detail must be ignored in favor of major shapes that structure the form. Once it is understood, you will find that you can draw anything. The still life can be seen through a basic geometrical format such as block, cylindrical, then reduced to simple pattern of structure forms. Once basic forms have been established, texture, color and value may be introduced with confidence. Space. Objective. The meaning of space and its importance in art. Kinds of space. Basic drawing to show space. Introduction. The word space can mean different to a drawing. It can refer to the sense of three-dimensional space suggested within the confines of the paper, or it can refer to the area that separates one form from another on the picture plane. Negative space. An aspect of the second spectacle dilation is often called negative space, interspace or background. The observation of this space is an initial tool for enabling us to see form objectively. You are a beginner and you often identify a familiar object without examining its shapes and proportion carefully. Combine the awareness of the form with the accurate observation of shape of surrounding space. The multiplication of negative space is helpful not only in rendering individual forms but also in establishing a relation between forms and in creating a composition. Positive space. The object which we draw is positive space. Summing up, line is an important element of painting by which you can create your drawing with different effects. You can explore your idea of drawing by lines. A small imagination, most shapes found in nature could be fitted comfortably into one of the structures like rectangle, the cube, the circle or cylinder, triangle and pyramid. Any objects that we see or exist in nature in their basic shapes create a balance in drawing. It helps us to uniform the form on drawing sheets. Thank you. I hope you must have enjoyed this lesson.